Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we are going to do a full face of makeup that I hate. Or do I? You see, this video idea sprang from quite a few videos that I have done recently, which I will link below. But more importantly, your comments on those videos, particularly a video I did at the end of December. That was my fails for the year 2020. The whole year 2020 was a fail, but I mean the beauty products that were a fail. And also, especially, a video I did, last week, again linked below, talking about my thoughts on some recent purchases. In these videos, I gave a really hard time to a lot of products out there. And most of you agreed with me. For instance, nobody was Team Becca Zero Pigment Foundation. You know, I didn't have anyone go, "Are you kidding? It's the magical invention of the..." No, nobody did. Nobody even spoke for the Face and Body Patrick Ta stinky, yucky, tutti frutti, cloying goop. Nobody came to its rescue. It's still in jail. So there was a lot of products that you guys completely agreed with me. And then there were quite a few products where either you urged me to try them again because they are really standard issue for you. You love them, top drawer products for you. Or you disagreed with me because you thought it looked fantastic on me and I was crazy. Especially, you'll know if you've been watching, the Becca doing Tint foundation, or light tinted foundation or moisturizer. You guys, I went out in the sun with it and it was all glowy and I was like, ah! And you guys literally, just tons of you poured in the comments saying, "What are you talking about? It's gorgeous." So this video is a culmination of that. We're gonna do it one more try and then maybe goodbye. We're gonna see if I can change my mind on some of my negative opinions on these products. And yes, you are getting a little bit of a sneak peek, but I am going to come back and we are gonna try these on quickly together and see what your opinion is. Maybe your opinion has changed and maybe so has mine, so stick around. Okay, we are starting with, boy, I did a whole review on this Becca light shifting doing tint and I couldn't stand it. I even went outside in the video, again I'll link it below, and showed how shiny it was. And I was absolutely shocked how many of you said, "No, it doesn't look shiny, it looks gorgeous." What? So I've been playing with it and I want to play with it here. This one does deserve another chance. I will admit my first impression might have been hasty. So we're going to put it on here and I am going to pair it with, let's see, I have shade 2, Orbit 2, and this is also shade 2, Star Child, in the accompanying powder, which is actually quite nice. And I'm going to put that over with a little bit of a stiffer brush that I used the first time so that you can kind of do the matte. So here's what it looks like. Subdue, I should have said. Subdue the glow. Did I say do the matte? Honestly, listen to me. Subdue the glow. Okay, so as you see, when you first put it on, I have nothing on my face. I don't use a primer. I admit that I have played with this quite a bit since then because I was so surprised by how many of you really liked it. So I'm kind of learning, nothing underneath, no primer. This is so moisturizing and so dewy. This isn't even dewy. This deserves a word other than dewy, like insanely hydrating. Okay, so here is the shine. And I don't know if you can just see, that you're glowing from the heavens. So the deal is, what I like to do then is, in the original video, I took this powder and I took a really fluffy brush so that it wouldn't be, too much. But now I take a slightly stiffer brush. This is a number 4 Refer. And I'm gonna just put it in here and I am going to powder areas that you don't want to be shiny. So around the nose, nobody wants shine. I'll put some concealer on after. And kind of really under the eyes, you don't want shine. I am gonna put some concealer, but I'm just kind of showing you guys what I do. And the chin, and just kind of the center of the cheeks. And then I'll leave the forehead a little bit dewy. And as you can see, it kind of plays down. And when we get some other makeup on, you'll see it's actually quite pretty. especially for those of you with really dry skin. All right, now I'm gonna put the concealer on and come back. Okay, let's do the eyes now. I've had a little bit of a love-hate relationship, it is not a secret, with the Natasha Denona Triochrome palette. I love Natasha Denona. I love the palette. It's lovely pastels. My issue was that I didn't really think the Triochromes, just the only 3 ones down the middle, there's a trio of Triochromes, and I didn't think they were Triochrome-y enough to merit them being the title of the palette. I thought it was just kind of a good pastel palette. So I've been trying to work with the Triochromes a little more. I actually wore this green level here the other day in a video. So I'm trying to work with it. And I think today we're going to work with, help me, this kind of orange layer here that doesn't really entirely appeal to me. So it is a perfect candidate for this video because I promise to give everything an earnest go. So let's do this kind of orangey here. We're going to go in to this shade right here and just kind of, oh, I got that all over my lashes. And just kind of work on the eyes. Now don't worry if you're thinking, oh no, now the eyes, I won't get to anything. If you're new to my channel, don't worry. I move fast. Right, princesses? I move quickly. You're not going to have to wait through a lot. Okay, and then I'm going to be safe, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here, the second shade right there, same brush. Told you I don't waste time. Okay, so far, so far I'm not upset with it, but that was never my issue with this palette. With this palette, my issue was never that the shadows didn't perform well. And in fact, like I said, I always thought it was quite a nice pastel almost palette. It was the Triochromes I didn't like, but I suppose if you get past that, it's a very, very, very pretty palette. Feels almost Eastery or spring, I should say, to me. Okay. I just don't see why this Triochrome, see these are supposed to genuinely work in a row, and I just don't see why you would have this purpley green, okay, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on. Oh, it's so purple, the kind of purple I don't like. This is not going well for the Triochrome palette. Okay, I just don't. I just want to use another one of the colors to just kind of blend in. Let's go this. I almost went this bright. I can't. I just don't see why. Okay, so I'm going to blend in the kind of top of this very purple Triochrome-y. That's not a Triochrome. You know, the funny thing is I do like this palette, but I'm just, oh boy, is it not showing right now. I have made some really pretty looks with it. I mean, is there a Triochrome there that you guys are seeing? It's kind of like a duochrome, right? I mean, okay, let's put a little more on. Right in the center. I'm just not, I was going to love all of these products today, and I actually, funnily enough, do like this palette. Honestly, I do. But boy, if you were watching this for the first time, you wouldn't think so, would you? Okay, I mean, it's not bad. Let's put some of this Triochrome like under the eye. Maybe that would be kind of interesting. That is kind of interesting, isn't it? Well, let me put on some liner and then we're going to do the mascara together because that's one of my items. Okay, so I put on a little bit of Obsidian liner from Wayne Goss, which has been in my top drawer for a while now. I keep grabbing that one. It's really nice and soft and nice. And the eye look is almost finished and I'm okay. All right, so let's curl the lashes and I'll tell you what mascara I promised a subscriber I would try again. One of you told me, and I got to go back and look, so pardon me for not saying the name, that after you give your lashes a good curl, and this is my Surratt lash curler that I use every day, it's always linked below. She's feel the Lancome Lashy Doll holds her curl in her lashes better than any mascara. And I promised her I would really give it a good curl and then give it a few coats. So this is the Lancome Lashy Doll. Now in my video, I said this mascara was just okay. I said, do not compare it to Monsieur Big, I should say, and the other Lancome mascaras that you love, that it is just okay. But I never really thought of its absolute ability to hold a curl in place. And we will not find out, but I will report below. I mean, obviously we won't find out now because I'm just putting it on, but why don't we just take a look for a second. Here is an eye with the Lashy Doll on it, and here is an eye without it. And this is a mascara that I had previously said was just mediocre. So we're gonna put it on the second eye. I re-dipped. We're gonna put it on the second eye, and then I will comment below later to let you know how it lasted with the curl. Because this lady said that she has not found anything holds the curl as well. So I really curled my lashes, and I will make sure to absolutely monitor the situation. Okay, so now let me get the outside lashes too here. Now that the eyes are completely done, and I mean with mascara too that I just got on my face and tried to act like I didn't tell on myself. All right, let me do a close-up. Now, what do you think of the Natasha Denona eye? And are you seeing anything that would even closely relate to a Triochrome? Because remember, my issue with it just was that I wasn't absolutely stunned, and I didn't feel it was Triochrome-y and all that sort of stuff. Okay, let's go on to the blush. This was the most controversial thing in my fails of 2020. I dared, oh my gosh, you guys were upset with me. I dared to put in the Pillow Talk Lip and Cheek Glows from Charlotte Tilbury. I said I thought they were boring. I hated them. You guys were so upset. You said, you must try them again, you must. So I will. I'm not going to use them on the lip because I have another much maligned lip product to talk about. So we'll use it on the cheek. The question is, do I want Color of Dreams or Color of Passion? Those names, I'm sorry, that's so dumb. Color of Dreams or Color of Passions. Let's do Color of Dreams. Okay. Should I use a brush, do you think? Let's just use my hands. I'm sure they have other makeup on them. Didn't I just take off the errant mascara? Okay, I'm kind of seeing the duochrome a little more in the Natasha Denona because I'm staring into this mirror. Oh, it's just sticky goopy. Oh, you guys, I just don't think I'm down with it. You know what though? I'm not a huge cream blush fan. It just, now I feel like I have to powder over it. Ugh. Okay. See, I love you guys. Okay, so now we have, and it might be a bit of an odd combination, but actually it works because the Natasha Denona eye palette that I used has that kind of, you know, like apricot-y ready. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Okay, it is a very pretty flush, but I feel it kind of sticky. I don't know if I'm loving it. I'm sorry. All right, highlighter. I'm not touching this Patrick Toss stinky stuff. I'm just not, but nobody went in for it. Some people really did like the Makeup by Mario. He has this master glow thing, you know, that's just kind of this totally clear. Does that even show? It looks silver, but it's just a clear kind of a Vaseline-y thing, basically. You could probably use Vaseline. So we'll put that up here. Also sticky and goopy. No, don't like it. See, my problem with the Charlotte Tilbury is I feel like that's getting goopy. I'm just going to upset you guys so much because people love that Charlotte Tilbury product, and I still do not. I don't need any glow with this Becca doing this tint, but why not? Should we put some on the nose too? Let's do it. Above the lip. Okay. All right. Now, lips. There were a lot of lip products that I complained about, but this one is for Veronica, who could not believe that I turned that quickly on the Nars Air Matte lips. I'm so excited about these. There's something about the packaging that just thrilled me. And I didn't really like any of the colors that I got. So really it's kind of on me because I was really doing kind of a sour grapes grumpy thing. So I'm trying to figure out what color here. In my video with thoughts on recent purchases, I even talked about this color right here, saying that it just, as long as I made it look like something it wasn't, then it was fine. I think I want to do maybe Shag, which is this one here, okay? So let's put it on and give it an earnest, an honest. It's moussey. It's matte. I sound like I'm doing a commercial for them. It's moussey, it's matte. How about that? Okay. Now, I also just did a review for the Nars Matte Lip Balm, which I am in love with. This product, yes, this is nice under a mask, and I'm okay with this color. I don't know about with this eye look. It's not bad. I'm okay with the colors. I don't love the colors, but I'm okay with the colors. I don't know. So here we go. I have got a full face of it on. I absolutely changed my mind on a few products. I changed my mind on the Becca doing tint. Just use the powder or another powder that you like in the right spots, and it is quite pretty. You guys were right. I changed my mind on, well, we'll see about how I feel about the mascara. I am still not a fan of the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm still not. Sorry, guys. I didn't change my mind on that one. The Nars is very pretty. I like the matte lip balm more. However, and everything else, the Natasha Denona palette, still a pretty palette, but it is not going to be my #1 Natasha Denona palette. I guess I'm pretty secure in my opinions. All right, tell me what you think. Am I wrong again? Am I right? Talk to me about your thoughts here. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you haven't already done so, I would sure love your support in the form of subscribing to my channel. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.